Welcome to Ouch. Was that a ghost? This podcast may contain graphic material, which some listeners may find disturbing. Listener discretion is advised.
Help me.
Now that we covered that, here's your host, Liss.
Welcome back to Ouch Was That a Ghost. This week, yet again, we have Natty. Even though I want to say Natasha, I'm trying to bend to her Natty.
Oh, it's all good. I don't care. It's either way. So I had somebody at work that literally was like, do you go by, can I call you Nat? I was like, or can I call you Natty? I'm like, honestly, everybody on the podcast does, so sure.
I just think of natural ice. Like, that's what everyone called those cheap beers, natties. That's why it doesn't seem like something to call a person.
Well, what's funny is, so I never went by Natty. It was never even a thing until I worked at this one job, and my boss thought it was funny that Natty was beer. So then he called me Natty because I told him one time that I'm like beer, I'm an acquired taste. You'll learn to love me, even if you hate me at first. So then I became Natty. And then I had to ask what it meant, too, because I had no idea for like a month.
You don't have natural ice down there?
Oh, you have? I'm not a big drinker. If I do drink, it's like vodka.
I don't know. I don't remember that was one of like the kids' drinks because it was cheap and gross.
Oh, I thought that was PBR.
That too. All that like Mad Dog 2020, all that disgusting stuff that people used to drink, you know?
It's just what I imagine pee tasting like is what beer tastes like. That's what I imagine pee tasting like for all those out there. Just remember that next time.
That she imagines. Not that she's tasted, that she imagines.
Yeah, I've never tasted pee. No golden showers, I promise. Oh, that is so gross. But speaking of beer leads to parties, right?
That's right.
And you know what parties mean, right? That means something to celebrate. Guess what?
What?
My birthday's Friday.
Happy early birthday. You're a Libra?
Yeah,
me too.
Right on the cusp there. I'm getting pretty close. I'm flirting with the next one. But
they get depressing to me. You're still young enough that they can be exciting.
Oh, well, so nowadays, usually my birthday is the only day that's like for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually do like my birthday weekend. So basically it's leave me alone. Don't talk to me unless I want to talk to you. Bring me food in bed and I'm happy. But this year I'm getting robbed. I'm not allowed to have my birthday weekend because I'm going to be sitting in the fucking woods all weekend with my kid.
That'll still be fun though, making memories. You can still go in your tent, zip the door, you zip it up and say, don't bother me.
Yeah, and we're all going to be in the same blind. So me and my boyfriend and my son are all going to go sit in this blind.
All right.
And then like the morning, he's like, oh, let's just go sit by the tree. I'm like, dude, the only clothes that I have for hunting are for when it's like 30 or less, like outside.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, you're just going to sweat. I was like, if I'm going to be out there sweating, I was like, I'm not fucking going. I'm not going to be wearing my winter gear when it's 70 degrees outside. It's just not going to happen.
I don't blame you. Yeah, my birthday's October 7th. And
That's my sister's birthday.
Oh, is it? Woo! October 7th, babies!
My Irish twin.
Well, today I went to the Cryptid Fest, which was a blast. And there was a speaker there, and he's doing like a haunted house tour, everything on the 11th. So I was like, oh, that's what I want to do for my birthday. I want to go there.
Ooh, jelly. I don't know what I'm doing. My boyfriend's like, it's your day. I'm like, well, I'm probably going to sleep because I'm working 4/12s in a row, including Thursday night. So I'm like, I guess I'll sleep most of Friday, which gives me celebratory hours of like 2 hours. My son's like, oh, let's go stay out there in the cabin, which is a 1-room cabin. And I'm like, no, I haven't seen my boyfriend in a week and a half. I am not sleeping in a 1-room cabin with my son, if you catch my drift. But yeah, so I picked these articles out over here. We're winging it today, per the norm.
Surprise.
Yeah, I went to find some articles and had to giggle because the ones I found are all alien or UFO related.
Okay.
When you're always like, I don't know anything about aliens.
I don't.
Like, well,
I'm like the worst person to talk about
we're
this
going to
with.
educate you. Well, we're just going to read through them. This is like experiences and stuff. You don't have to really, I don't think, be well versed in aliens. I just tried to get a few articles. I've got one longer one.
One thing before you go into that that's really depressing is Resident
Uh-oh.
Alien ended.
I know, and it was a shit ending.
Yes, I hated it.
Yeah, I'm not going to ruin it for everybody out there, but it was a shit ending. I was so pissed. Me and my boyfriend were both like, what the? This is bull crap. We're like, bullshit. This is bullshit.
My rant of the day. Sorry, I'm just upset about that.
Oh, yeah. Well, so we finished it a couple weeks ago, and I was just like, I was so mad. I was so mad. And then I finished watching, what was I just finished watching? Rick and Morty.
Oh, I'm not caught up on them.
I think it was that one. I don't know. I'm watching a few different cartoons because I'm like a kid at heart, I guess.
I started watching one last night. It was called Haunted House on Netflix.
So my boyfriend literally just sent me a message today. It was like, you got to watch this. Oh, no, it was Haunted Hotel.
Yeah, Haunted Hotel.
Like, he's like, you got to watch this show. So I haven't started it yet.
It's stupid, but funny.
He's been hyping it up to me today. So.
All right. Sorry. Back to aliens.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah. So I figured we'd start with the lengthy one first. And if there's any photos or whatever, I'll see if I can like share my screen. I could do that, right? Yeah, I could do that. All right, so this one says saucer-shaped UFO with hundreds of pulsing lights, California, USA. Shout out to my girl over Stacy's from California, which is actually who I'm recording with after we do this. I'm recording with her later in the night.
Oh, okay.
She's in California, so we had to do the time difference thing because it's a big gap.
Mm-hmm. I'm passing out after this.
Oh, yeah, I can't pass out for the next, 8 hours. Something stupid like that. And longer than that, I got to take the kid to school. Anyway, so this occurred August 14th this year.
Okay.
At 10:15 locally. I don't know exactly what that means, but it was reported on the same day at 2:16 Pacific. I don't know why they didn't use the same time zone.
I think they're 3 hours before us because when I used to record with Film Joe, that was the difference, I think.
Yeah. But we're Eastern, so I don't know what Pacific is versus local.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't get it. But the duration, 15 seconds. I'll leave the blank there for giggle purposes. That's a short ride.
The duration from a reporting in California versus Pacific time.
The event only lasted 15 seconds. Number of observers, 2. What were these two doing in 15 seconds?
What is a story, Natasha? Come on.
I know, right?
There's children listening.
So we got stats. Oh, find a new show. Or plug your ears or grow up quickly. Like we all had to, right? So the shape says disc, color, dark in night sky, estimated size, wide as a dollar bill, at arm's length, and half as tall.
This is just sounding dirty.
I'm just saying, who measures this thing as a dollar bill at arm's length? And half as tall? Like,
poor guy.
Is it far? Is it close? I don't know. But if you hold out this dollar bill, by God, he's like, hey, I got you $1. Now, it was viewed from the ground. It says direction of the viewer was just to the right of due north. Angle of elevation, 34. How old I am.
You're just trying to confuse me. This whole article is so confusing.
I'm not even to the article yet. I'm just going to the
gosh.
stats at the beginning.
All right.
Closest distance, hard to say, in our atmosphere, I think, is what it's quoted as.
Okay.
Estimated speed, hard to say, relative to distance and size. Characteristics, lights on object. Okay, so those are the stats.
It's a vibrator. What?
It's a vibrator.
What are we saying here?
Well, okay, yeah, I can see that. So I'm trying to hold at arm's length, pretend I have a dollar bill. I'm like, yeah, that tracks. So I just thought that was funny. Now, it's a saucer-shaped craft with hundreds of pulsating, brightening, and dimming lights covering the surface. It blended into the night sky very well. And this is just going to be reading exactly. This is Nexus newsfeed for anybody out there. I can send the links to. It says, okay, this is the recount Well, that came out really funny. The recount.
Okay.
Of
The
my
oil.
sighting. Yeah, of my
Microwave.
sighting that ChatGPT made from all the details I gave of my sighting. I will attach the picture of what I wrote down directly after the sighting that is completely in my own words. The true GPT is very accurate and helps paint a picture better than I think I would if I included it. So there's photos of what this dude wrote. I'm not gonna read that. If this is just his ChatGPT version. Because apparently Homeboy's not a storyteller. So we have on August 14th, 2025, at about 10:15 p.m., I was outside of my home in Hayfort, California.
Hey, Fort.
That's a hell of a place. The sky was crystal clear, no clouds at all, stars sharp and bright. I was facing northeast when I saw it. A huge disc-shaped object hanging in the sky, maybe 35 to 40 degrees above the horizon. Okay, newsflash. Huge, I would not classify as a dollar bill at arm's length, but what do I know? I guess if it was far away and it was that big, it would be big. So far, we have no idea how freaking far he was from it.
But it like blended into the night sky. So, I mean, you could go off the lights, but even then, if it's moving, it could be distorted.
Exactly. Then it goes on to say the shape was unmistakable, a thin, rounded disc, not thick like a football or loaf of bread. From where I stood, it looked about as wide as a dollar bill, again, at arm's length, which in sky terms is
What
massive.
is this guy with dollar bills?
I don't know. Maybe he's like just got back from the strip club and he was like, dude, I got this $1 bill left and I'm going to like measure this UFO with it.
All right.
This is what I get for not giving that last dollar bill out. Or it's a good thing I didn't give the dollar bill out because now I can measure this
But
thing.
would you do that if you saw something in the sky? Would you be like, hold on, let me pull out a dollar bill and see how this measures up and hold it up?
Dollar bills, y'all.
Like, what a weird reaction.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I would not think to hold up a dollar bill.
As a normal human, probably wouldn't.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't feel so bad that I'm not the only one that would never in a million years hold up a dollar bill to measure a UFO.
Yeah.
But, when in Rome. So the closest part to me was the midline of the disc, with the top and bottom curving gently away towards the center, giving it a solid 3D presence. What struck me immediately was the surface. It wasn't smooth and dark like a plane. The entire visible side was covered in what looked like hundreds, maybe thousands of small, warm yellow-orange lights. They were not arranged in any perfect grid or pattern. They were scattered, each one a slightly different brightness than the next. No two right next to each other were the same. The effect was almost organic, looking at embers in a fire or bioluminescent organism under the water. So that's kind of an interesting.
Have you ever heard of one of with those colors?
Actually, didn't. So we just did the Michigan sightings. And there was the one red light, and then there was white, but then I think it also said there was yellow in it.
But not just pure, like yellow and orange.
Yeah. So this one, there's a photo here. Let me see if I can get there.
That looks like a galaxy almost, or like a.
It does. It does. So I love how it's EW. I don't really know. Are we measuring it? I don't know what's going on here. Maybe this is like
East and west are in the same direction.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. I'm like, maybe it's fuck. I don't know. I don't know, man.
All right.
But yeah, so it says the whole craft was rotating clockwise. Oh, maybe that's what the arrows are.
Look at you, how you can share screens. Technologically
You can do it.
savvy.
Oh.
Not me. You don't know me. I can
got
make the
this.
computer shut down if I press the wrong button.
Yeah, I moonlight as an IT technician. That's what I tell everybody.
It shows.
So it says that it was rotating clockwise about one full turn every 2 seconds, but there was something else happening on the top of the spin, a quote unquote imaginary line of brighter lights running from the top center of the disc to the bottom center, like the arm that holds a globe on its axis. Okay, that actually tracks. The old globes, that line to hold the bottom to the top.
Yeah.
That metal piece, it's usually a metal piece. For anybody out there who knows what I'm talking about, you know. If you know. If you don't know, Google it.
School. They always had one of those in the classroom.
But it says the line wasn't a solid streak. It was just a place where in that moment, the lights seemed to be the brightest and it didn't stay fixed. It slowly rotated, around the disc in the same direction as the spin, but more slowly, maybe one full pass every 5 to 6 seconds. Because that bright zone lagged behind the craft's rotation, the light wave and spin speed didn't match. It was obvious that the entire disc was spinning as a single unit and that the light effect was being controlled separately, not just the product of the rotation. This mismatch created a mesmerizing wave of brightness sweeping over the surface. The darker sections between bright sweeps seemed to merge into the night sky. The camouflage was so effective that the parts of the craft almost disappeared when they weren't lit. Like it was cloaking itself, the random flicker and varied brightness across all the lights made it incredibly hard to see the solid outline, even though I could clearly sense the size and shape. Yeah. I could clearly sense it. That's what gets me. So here's another photo that's the same, but a little more.
But how can he be sure that it's spinning instead of the lights are just moving?
So that's what I'm kind of wondering. I mean, if you can't see it, the lights go off and you can, I get stuck on sense. Like, how are you sensing the size of it?
Yeah, I sensed it. Like, yeah, bro, I'm not really feeling this. You're measuring friggin' UFOs with dollars. I'm not really
Is
trusting you.
this some kind of weird like correlation? Because again, like you said, you're only seeing the lights. It seems like it's rotating, but what if it's like an illusion? I'm with you. What if it's just an illusion and the pulsating lights makes it seem like it's rotating? Because there's some what's what I'm looking at? Illusions where you can have like two things spinning, but it looks like one's spinning and one's sitting still, even though they're both moving.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's some serious mind fucks that can happen.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at all those, like, even the ones that don't move, like the plate ones that it looks like you're looking at the
Yes.
bottom, but if you look at it for 5 seconds, you're looking at the top. And
Yes. The blue versus gold dress or whatever.
oh my gosh,
What color is it, Melissa?
it was gold.
Okay, I saw gold too. Okay. Whew. We're on the same
You
page.
thought we were gonna go to start throwing down.
I was
All right.
like, oh God, oh God. Now there's just a little bit left here. And it says it moved east to west. Oh, that's probably why the arrows say east to west. Oops.
But why east arrow and then west arrow? Wouldn't you just do east arrow and then west at the end?
Well, maybe it went east to west and then took off. I have no idea. At this point, I'm just winging it.
All right.
It says it moved east to west in a steady straight path, no sound at all. And out here in Hayfork at night, you'd hear even the distance of a plane in the distance. I had it in view for 15 seconds. First, clear against the open sky. Then I caught a glimpse of it through the trees. Finally, it slipped behind the ridge of a mountain and was gone. Adrian was with me. Sorry.
Oh, Adrian was there.
I love how they get like a side note.
In 15 seconds, he pulled out the dollar bill, held it up, watched all the different rotations.
What if he was getting ready to hand the dollar bill to Adrian for a job well done?
Oh my goodness, he just incriminated himself.
It's just a tip, you know? Here's this for the tip. Oh God, that came out.
This is such a perverted episode. Go ahead.
I didn't mean to do that last one. That was great. Oh my goodness. Okay. But anyway, so Adrian was with me and saw it too. Oh. He even pointed it out at first. This is not going anywhere I thought it was gonna go. All right. But he didn't pick up all the detail I was able to see. Still, the fact that we both saw it makes me certain the timing and the direction.
What?
No.
I've
seen.
No. Because you both saw it does not make you certain of the timing and direction. He has the worst logic I've ever heard.
I agree. But maybe it's because the other person, Adrian, could validate it or verify it or whatever direction we're going to go with it.
She just said he didn't pick up all the details that I was able to see.
But maybe it was he saw the direction and timing, but not the specifics of the lights.
Yeah, he said, but the fact that he saw it makes me certain of the timing and directions. Like, this guy's talking out of his ass. I don't believe any of this.
All I'm picturing now is a dude getting a BJ and he's like watching it and the person like turns their head and sees the same direction. That's all I am seeing right now.
Adrian, you saw that too? Adrian's like, sure.
Uh-huh.
I should have known. This is how the article started out.
And I would like to point out that neither one of us read this article before now. Okay. I would have been ready for it if that was the case. That's what he said. Now, it says, I've seen plenty of planes, satellite, drones, meteors. This wasn't any of those. It was too big, too close, too quiet, and far too deliberate in its light behavior. I don't know what it was, but I'll never forget the way it looked, how it seemed to glide like it was part of the sky itself, and the eerie, calculated way those lights moved across its surface. He's just making this like way worse. But that's the end of that article.
I'm going to call bullshit.
Oh.
Good try trying to make up your excuse to your wife about hanging out with Adrian, though.
Yeah, right? It's like, there was a UFO, so that's why we were out late, and it only lasted 15 seconds.
I have all the dollar bills because I was measuring UFOs. What do you mean? I didn't go to the strip club.
Yeah, I mean, what are you talking about? It's like, wait, you only have $1 bill? Yeah, I have $1 bill. I had to measure this UFO. You never know when you're going to spot a UFO, and you just got to whip that dollar bill out and measure, man.
Oh, my gosh.
At least he was measuring it with the dollar bill. Hey, Adrian, compare the size. Oh my God. I don't think it ever does it give that guy's name? It just says location, Hayfork, California. Location details. I was at my home in Hayfork. It does not say who he is. Notice that he's like not mentioned.
Or is he a she?
Well, good point. Good point. It does not specify. It doesn't specify. It very well could be a woman.
Either way, full of shiznit.
I was hoping I could zoom in on this picture, but I don't think it's going to let me. Nope. Well, anyway, so that's the first story I've got. I feel like just reading this, I feel like a creeper.
I felt like you just read an article out of Penthouse.
To whom this may concern, it was a dark, starry night.
I had a dollar bill.
Me and Adrian were out on this lover's lane I was looking at the stars. I don't know what they were looking at. But whatever it was in the opposite direction, if you catch my drift. But somehow we both saw the craft going the other direction.
That's what we were doing for the 15 seconds. Don't worry about it.
Hold on. So, oh my God, I am so stuck on this as being a sexual encounter. All right. Adrian, okay, this could be, we're just going to go BJ. All right. So we're just going straight BJ. We're just going to assume Adrian's a man because it says he. The other one, I don't think it specifies. So we're just going to assume it's a girl. So if they're down there, and then this corner of their eye, they're seeing this light show.
They're like, oh no, is that the cops? Oh no, it's a UFO. We're good.
Lights, camera, action. But, they're facing east and they see this going on. And then it goes past them, right past them. So they can't see it. And then Adrian's like, what the fuck was that? Because he's facing the other direction. It's east to west.
It wasn't your wife. It was an alien.
Oh my gosh. This is so good. All right. So good. I'm dying here. So this one says extremely tall alien beings standing on balcony of UFO in Canada.
Standing on a balcony.
So I love how they really, really do not bury the lead here.
Okay.
Location between Danville and Victoriaville, Ontario, Canada. And it says summer of 1979, and the time was 9 p.m. Yay for me in my military time. It says 2100, but I figured most people don't know what that is. Or some people don't know what that is.
There you go.
It says a young 15-year-old girl, what is that, Nathalie?
Natty.
Yeah, Natty. Woo! Was with her mother, Noella, her father, Yvonne. Well, that's it anyway. And her uncle, Raymond. Well, that's a very U.S. name. And were on their way to Danville when they saw a very bright star that suddenly became a flying saucer. What did I just say in a second? Because that's a little interesting. The object did not seem to do any rotating movement when they arrived at Danville. Oh my gosh. Woo. When they arrived at Danville, they stopped at a gas station. They thought the saucer was landing. It was extremely large and close to them. They noticed the saucer seemed to have a quote unquote balcony, and they saw some extremely tall alien beings. They wore some kind of silvery diving suit. They were standing on this balcony. This is really choppy. Whoever wrote this really needs some help.
They need chat GBT.
Yeah, right? They went inside the spaceship, and then the people that were observing the scene heard a high-pitched noise and the saucer climbed into the sky at high speed. Nathal, I don't know,
Natty.
Natty said that the humanoids observed were at least 7 feet tall. The following morning, they were asked if they saw a flying object over the city by other witnesses. And that's literally the end of it.
Well, first off, isn't Danville the place in Phineas and Ferb?
I don't know.
You never watched Phineas and Ferb?
No.
That alien may have been like an invention of Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Doofenshmirtz. I'm going to have to watch Phineas and Ferb now. Thank you. Well, my other half's really big on Rick and Morty, so I just watched Rick and Morty. So, and then now I got this haunted hotel thing I've got to watch. So I'm going to have to add Phineas and Ferb to my list.
They have really good songs on that show. I don't know. That's such a short.
So my thing is there's a light. Yeah, the light turns into a UFO. So that's where I'm like, how does I guess maybe if it's like zooming in at like warp speed or something, it might look just like a light and then it stops. You know, it's like, and it catches up like Space Jam style. And then it looks like just a UFO. But my thing is they've got a balcony. So these UFOs just like, what do they just go out and like scope out? Like, oh, this is a nice, I don't know, night view of Earth. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's way too vague and way not enough information.
Yeah. Well, and then it's like they were asked by other people if they saw something weird in the sky too.
Oh, they were so influenced.
But it doesn't say who the people are. Yeah.
They just wanted to jump on the train. They were trying to do it for clout. I don't even know why. What year was this? 79?
Yes, 1979.
Yeah, they were just bored.
And had it just been like, oh, there's a UFO, my thing now, I will say, when most people see, or a lot of people, when they see aliens, they are generally wearing some kind of shimmering suit of some kind. And a lot of times it's, you know, silvery, it shimmers, and they do say, you know, like a diving suit or like a race car suit for anybody who watches NASCAR.
F1 drivers. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess that too. Sorry. I went redneck. My apologies. I wasn't bougie enough for Formula One.
My son is obsessed with F1. He has like this whole racing setup. It's ridiculous what he paid for the whole thing, like to play video games on.
Screw that. Although I did used to have the steering wheel and pedals back in like the Sega days.
Oh, so good.
Oh my gosh. We used to play, there's NASCAR games on it that we'd play, and then like Sonic racing or something.
Oh, it's so fun. I have a Nintendo 64 and my son got me a few games for it. And I went in to like see if they had a there was like 3 Tetrises that I like and the Galaga that I don't have. And I went in there, they had a power pad, they had Duck Hunt, the gun. Needless to say, I spent way too much money in that store and I shouldn't like ban myself from it. I'm not safe in there.
I'm not safe in there.
Nope.
You're just in there, shut up and take my money.
Pretty much. Do you have a credit card? I'll open one.
Yeah, I got one. Deal. Put it on my tab. Put it on my tab. Just go through there. Put it on my tab. Do like one of those scanning guns. Get like a wish list.
Yes. Be like, I'm pregnant.
I've thought about doing that, like with my listeners, to be like, hey, like if you want to get something, like I'll make a registry somewhere just to see if anybody actually goes on there and gets anything. I've considered it. But anyway, so I'm with you. It's very vague. However, I mean, it is vague, but sometimes you don't get a really good view. But my thing is, if you're getting a good enough view that you know these things are like 7 feet tall,
yeah.
I mean, you're not measuring them with a dollar bill, so who knows? You could be wrong. And keep in mind, this is coming from a 15-year-old girl.
That's true.
So, I mean, not too young to where she should be logical enough to make an accurate description. And then again, too, if it's a 15-year-old, how many 15-year-old girls do you know that could accurately determine a height of something from a distance?
In front of them, possibly, but not from a distance.
Yeah. So that's that one. And I do have one more that I have here.
I am the worst, I told you, on these aliens, because I am so skeptical with aliens. Like, I believe there's something, but I think there's a lot of nonsense out there as well.
Yeah, I think, and like this last one, yes, there were some details, you know, oh yeah, they were 7 feet tall, they were wearing these suits, they were in the saucer, but at the same time, that is a very generic term, and it's things that a lot of people say. So I don't know. In 79,
What movie came out that year?
uh,
1979 Alien movie. Alien came out in 79.
well, definitely not silver shimmery suit on that one. Although it would have made the movie a lot more interesting. Oh my gosh, I'm picturing the alien in this shimmering silver suit with like the tail hanging out the back and like these like stripper platform shoes just like walking down the thing. I don't know why that just popped in my head. Apparently I got strippers on the brain tonight. Everything's a stripper.
It was the 15-second article. That's what did it to you.
Oh, yep. Anything else come out besides Alien?
I just changed my wording to 1979 movies about aliens. And that one's the first one to pop up
Ooh,
again.
do just see if you can find anything on just the 70s.
70s aliens. Movies
Because I
with
think
aliens.
the Encounters of a Third Kind or whatever, that was like that was well before the 70s, I think.
Close Encounters is 77.
Oh, so I was wrong. Okay.
Fantastic Planet 73. Anaeromeda Strain is 71.
Okay, so not only do we have to look at the videos, the movies. Jeez, let me show my
Invasion of the
age.
Body Snatchers, Dark
Yeah.
Star. There's tons of
Now,
them.
now, however, I will say, Body Snatchers, there's no silver suited, I don't think. Encounters of the Third Kind,
Star Trek.
I think are grays, right? I mean, I've not seen it, which is horrible. I need to watch it.
The Cat from Outer Space. I've never seen that one.
Oh, that's right up your alley.
Yeah, it is. Starship Invasions. There are tons of alien movies in the 70s. Alien Prey.
70s were huge. And I think like a lot of the encounters that started coming up was like 50s, 60s. You were starting to get more encounters being reported.
Yeah.
So I think that really drove people to get them. And, it takes time to record or film. Man, I'm mixing all my genres up. But this last one, I don't think you're going to be on board.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just going to start there. I don't think you're going to be on board. It's titled Human-Looking Beings in UFO Show Woman Her Future Son in Queensland, Australia.
Can you read that one more time?
Human-looking beings in UFO show woman her future son, Queensland, Australia.
So humans were in a UFO and showed a woman her future son.
We'll find out.
All right.
It sounds like that's what it is. And again, this is in Sapphire, Queensland, Australia, September 28th. Hey, that's close. 1988.
All right.
Time, 5 p.m. Okay. A woman was diving from the Gulf Coast to Cairns with her husband. For some reason, driving, not diving. I was like, wait, what's happening? Okay. A woman was driving from the Gulf Coast to Cairns with her husband. That makes more sense. Because then it goes, for some reason, their car. And I'm like, the fuck? Okay. For some reason, their car broke down near Sapphire and they were stranded. It was around 5 p.m. and they were in the middle of nowhere, AKA where we come from. That's called BFE. The husband checked under the hood while the wife went for a walk to see if she could find some people. Wow, that does not just stereotype at all, does it? Guys, quit feeding the stereotype. She went over a crest of a hill and found a camping area, which is now Sapphire Caravan Park. The wife decided to stay the night there in a tent. Let's leave it positive.
Did she go back and get her husband?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, wait, it's like, I'm just going to park here or like camp here. All right. So the wife decided to stay the night there in a tent. The wife recalls laying her tent, relaxing, looking up at the tent flap. Just, everything is wrong to me today. And seeing a bright light in the night sky. What kind of fucking tent is this? I mean, I guess if you're like laying with your head towards the door, but who does that?
So she went looking for people, brought her tent with her, left her husband to work on the car, set up her tent. Okay, admiring the sky. Continue.
Okay, so let's see here. Okay, seeing the bright light from the tent flap. Out of it came numerous double boomerang-shaped objects. She next remembered waking up, standing in a space beneath an old-fashioned sun lamp. There was a boardwalk under her feet. She looked up and observed a carrier object. It says, imagine a Jetsons flying car, but able to seat 4 people. with 4 people sitting on it, coming down to the ground. She noticed one of the beings, very human looking, wearing silvery outfits, and they were carrying a small baby. The being stood up in the vehicle and handed her the child and says, quote, "I've brought your future son," the being told her telepathically. They wanted to give her the son, but she resisted. She claimed that she was not ready to see this. A man in a suit with a backpack stood up and sprayed her down with a hose. Oh my God.
What the
As
fuck?
soon as she got wet, she was instantly dry. She believes that the spray was to purify her before she touched the child. She accepted the child but gave it back to them. Her next memory was waking up in the tent. Curiously, she had recently discovered that she was pregnant. 2 days after the encounter, while driving to Carnes, the woman, hemorrhaged and had a miscarriage.
That took a big turn.
That did take a big turn. I was all like, and then well, that escalated quickly. Way to be a Debbie Downer.
Yeah, now I don't even want to say anything.
Let's pick this apart. Again, where the hell's the husband?
Fixing the car.
Because obviously she's setting up a tent. She's camping. She's laying there. She's been there, it seems like a while. She's just chilling, looking up at the stars. Where the hell is her husband? Like, is her car that broke down?
She just left him and she's getting sprayed in the face with whatever chemicals. Yeah.
She's getting hosed down like she's at a freaking riot.
Right.
Like, and my thing is, they hand her this baby. This is your future son. She doesn't want it. They hose her ass down. Then she takes it and then gives it back. I'm so confused.
I feel like this may just be like a vision that she says she has as dealing with like her loss.
Well, she had it happened before she lost it.
But when did she tell everybody about it?
Good point. I don't know.
Because loss can make people grieve in very different ways.
Yeah,
So
I feel that.
ways to cope with trauma.
I have witnessed that firsthand, and that is definitely something that she should have got one of those baby dolls we talked about last week.
Oh my gosh, Kevin.
Those creepy ass newborn dolls. What if, did she find out she was pregnant before or after? Curiously, she had only recently discovered that she was pregnant 2 days after the encounter while driving to Carnes.
And if she got sprayed down, the husband would have felt it or woken up, you'd think, unless he's still with his head under the hood in the middle of the night.
But they're not camping. Remember, she took off. She went walking to look for help. She just ditches bitch ass looking for help and was like, "Nah, I'm just gonna camp here."
We'll see in the morning.
But if they communicated telepathically, who's to say that they were not guiding her to a space that would be easier for them to pick up and drop off? You know what I mean? Then they were saying, come this way, because she's just looking for help. She doesn't realize she's being guided.
And her husband never thinks to look for her?
Yeah, he's got his head up his ass. I mean, in the hood. Same difference. Trust me, been there. And what if they were telepathically leading her to the spot and they were like, "Nope, here, set up camp." And she's like, "Okay." Like at some point she would have had to have gone back to the car to get a tent, right? Who just keeps a tent in their car? Maybe they were on their way to go camping somewhere else.
Possibly. They were diving at first, weren't they?
They were diving into the road. I could totally talk today. But,
I don't know. This is a weird one. I don't really believe this one.
Now, however, what if she was pregnant and they didn't say that Okay, hold on. You do hear a lot of women being taken, impregnated, and sent back. Who's to say that she didn't have that happen?
You're not going to say the spray.
I was going artificially inseminated.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say the spray impregnated her.
Well, I don't know. Who knows? It could be either way. I don't know. But what if that baby was like half alien? You know what I mean?
And they were like, "Here, this is what it looks like," and then just went away? Why would they already have it?
That's a good question. It doesn't say how old the baby is.
Doesn't matter. You can't go back and forth.
What if they're showing you the future? Like here, because it is your future son.
Are aliens supposed to be able to show you the future? We've never heard of that.
Who knows?
Again, I'm the worst person to talk to about aliens.
Well, no, some of them, I think there are encounters where someone gets abducted and they show them like the future, either the future of the planet or their future. I've heard both.
I've never heard of either, but I believe you.
Yeah, so I'll have to do something. Man, my eye really looks like it's swollen. I look like look at it. It's making me nervous. I had Bell's palsy a few years ago.
Oh, my aunt had that, and a coworker. That was weird. I thought he was having a stroke.
I thought I was having a stroke. It scared the shit out of me because it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I was at Dunkin' Donuts with a coworker, and his face just like, I'm like,
Yep.
dude, you good? Can you lift your arm over your head? And he could. So I'm like, all right, well, why don't we go to the hospital? He's like, no, I'm going to finish my coffee. I'm like, yeah, let's just go now.
I was at a Mexican restaurant when mine happened.
Yeah, when your face droops, you should probably go to the ER.
Oh, I didn't.
Okay, good. You're another genius. I had to drag him.
Nah. I was like, dude, I'm like 27. There's no way I'm having well, I guess there could have. Anyway.
Yeah.
I guess I could have had a stroke. But what I'm wondering is what if it was like, here's your future son, she rejects it, and then they hose her down, right? So what if whatever they hosed her down with caused the miscarriage?
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like, what if they hosed her down to, like, quote unquote, clean her, but whatever that chemical was?
I can see that. The husband thing is just what's throwing me through a loop. Where the frick was he?
Yeah, where the hell's his husband at? Yeah, so, like, the wife's just, like, down there dealing with this shit, and he's got his head in the freaking hood of this car. And he would have had to have been there for a while because, I mean, she went for a walk, and then she had to have come back and got the tent.
Just looking at the stars, hanging out with aliens, getting sprayed down.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
And he doesn't even think to look for her. I don't know. That's why a lot of these alien stories are like, I don't know. There's way too many holes in this one.
What if whatever they hosed her down with was going to turn her human baby into something alien? And her body just rejected it.
That's so far-fetched. I want to be on board, but I don't know.
The look on your face is just like, I don't know if I want to agree with this or not. I'm not sure where this is going. The look of concern on your face is priceless. Too bad we're not showing video of this because, like, you're literally looking at me like, the fuck is happening? Sure, Natty, whatever you say. Well, I was hoping there'd be more photos. So here, let me show you this photo that is on here. Let me see if I could stop sharing, and then I'm going to share.
Photo of what? Of her tent? She's going to be like, this is the tent where this happened.
No, this drawing of...
Oh my God. Really? Come on. This has a lady standing under a lamppost. And there's
you can see the tent in the background right there. See the tent?
Yep, she's on her tent. Husband not in the picture.
That's a pretty good little tent. Are those birds?
It looks like it, but you see, how can she see the sky from the tent? There's no opening at the top. It's a stereotypical,
well, what I'm saying is maybe she was laying with her head. Maybe her head was laying out of it. You know what I mean? Or like towards the door.
I don't know, but
I'm trying to give the bitch the benefit of the doubt here.
There's an alien ship with like a saucer shape,
covering the baby. It's not like they're like presenting the baby like you would hold a baby. It's like, here's this beam with this floating baby in it, like hanging off the edge of this UFO.
But on the UFO, it has like a glass covering with all the aliens / people that are inside, and he can stick his arm right out of the glass or whatever that is supposed to be.
Well, maybe they're stopped and they open the window. I don't know.
And the baby looks like an Oscar or something, like a trophy that they're hanging out.
It does look like an Oscar.
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're definitely going to have to share the links, and you guys are going to have to go check them out because they're awesome. I want to see if there's there's the first one. The second one, I'll share the second one too, just so you can see.
Yeah, I think it's bullcrap on all three, but you guys can decide for yourselves.
There's our balcony.
What? No.
I would like to point out, for those of you who are not going to go check out the link, it's essentially a flying saucer with the bottom just down, like it's opening, and they're just standing there.
A boy band is about to start singing. The way that they are lined up and the lighting.
It does. It does. I'm like expecting like strobes, and like those beaming lights or whatever.
And screaming girls in the front.
Dude. Take us, aliens. Take me to your leader. But yeah, it looks really pretty dumb. But if it was that close per the drawing, she could have more accurately judged their height.
Yeah, I don't believe any of these. I'm sorry.
We got no-goes across the board from Melissa.
Nothing.
Are these all 0 out of 10?
0 out of 10. Bullshit across the board.
See, I do find it interesting that the first and the last the second and the third both mentioned beings in silvery suits.
That's what I mean. Bull crap.
Yeah. But these are 2 different occasions, so maybe there's a frequent occurrence.
That the boy bands get together and share the silvery suits? What?
You never know. And I mean, they were both human-esque, right? So we had the first one that was human-like with silvery suits.
Yeah, but how many even Twilight Zones did they have like silvery suits in? Like, I just...
Well, it was in black and white mostly, so I think it's hard to tell.
I don't know. I'm not buying any of these. Sorry.
If you could pick one out of the 3 to be the most likely, which one would you pick?
I'd say the third one because she probably left her husband, drank some, passed out, and thought that she saw all that because she was so annoyed that he was just sitting there trying to fix the car.
But she shouldn't have been drinking if she was pregnant.
Oh, she already knew she was pregnant. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she recently found out she was pregnant.
Okay. Well, the boy band one then. The second one.
Okay, so we got to say it. I think out of all the likelihood, I'd say Mr. Dollar Bill has the most detail. He has the most detail.
That's what happens when people lie about where you were, though. He's like, I wasn't with Adrian again, I swear. All this happened. Blah, 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 blah. You know how
but
people lie
he was with Alien.
No,
he
I'm
was
sorry.
With Adrian.
Like, oh, maybe he was trying to explain away why he was. But you know when people just put in so much detail, like they're lying, but they're just like, oh, well, you know, the dollar bill was there, so, and just putting in all this extra nonsense detail.
Okay, all right. I still think I would pick it, but
all right.
I can see the skepticism
across the board on these.
Across the board, yes. But that's what I got. That's what I got.
I like it. At least I learned that aliens at times can show the future.
Yeah, so you definitely look into that. I might do a few. Maybe I could check into one. I'm actually working right now. I just started on Rendlesham Air Force Base.
Didn't I do that one?
I think you did.
I think I did that one with Film Joe that he came on because
it had guy. I mean, they've got actual like recording. I'm gonna see if I can get my hands on the recording.
Yes. Yeah, I did do that one. That's really fun. That was a fun one.
Yeah. So that's what I was watching a documentary on beforehand. The documentary sucked, but it gave me some good info. It was like one of those it was like the equivalency of the Bigfoot shows on Discovery Channel, but for like aliens. It was really dumb. But horrible acting. But the information was good. It's just the acting or the people on the show were horrible.
That's all right.
Tubi documentaries, what do you expect?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm working on a poltergeist. I feel like I haven't done one of those in a while. I figured that would be a fun one.
Ooh, that would be a fun one.
Yeah.
But that's all I've got. So I guess we can kind of wrap this up, I guess.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess the next time, everybody.
Thank you for listening. If you need more content or just want to help support the podcast, head on over to patreon.com and search Ouch, Was That a Ghost? If you need some snazzy merch, you can find it at crowdmade.com by searching Ouch, Was That a Ghost? If you have a story you'd like to share, you can email it to ouchwasthataghost@yahoo.com. You can also find us on Facebook and all the other social media platforms under Ouch, Was That a Ghost?
Help me.
All links can also be found on ouchwasthataghost.com.